Hey guys, Wade here. So, a couple days ago, you guys put me hip to the fact that now we have a new place to stake H bar, courtesy of Stader Labs. Now, I actually did this video. This is the second time, I'll admit to you. The second time I did this video. The first time I did this video, I did explore the platform, Stader Labs. I did some digging on some information. But after the video, I was like, let me go a little bit deeper. So I did some research. I looked at some other content on YouTube. I discovered a very, very great channel, brother Mr. Chase. He covers H bar like crazy. I really like it. And I was watching his review on Stader, and he went through the entire process. It's a great video. I'll put the link to it down in the description, of course, you know. And then we have another H Barbarian on YouTube, so that's also a plus. But he went through the entire staking process. Okay. And yeah, I'll tell you that this is an opportunity. It's a very good opportunity. I would definitely look into Stader. But first, I'm going to tell you what I discovered on my own. Then I'm going to tell you what I learned after watching his video. Now, we're just going to jump over to Stader Labs so I can show you guys what is going on here, just in case you haven't seen it yet. But yes, this is Stader Labs, guys, and this is actually a joint effort between three very prominent blockchains: Terra, HBAR, and Polygon. Now, what the most juicy piece of information you can find in their light paper, okay? But first, we're going to go over their partners. You can see some big names here: Pantera, Coinbase Ventures, blockchain.com. They just did that big deal with the Dallas Cowboys, so that's massive. Hubie Ventures, Jump Capital, some blockchain partners: Terraform Labs, Solana, Near, Phantom, and of course our favorite, Hedera. Now, Terraform Labs is actually the company that kicked this off. Okay, that's why you see Terra staking first and foremost, the most prominent. But again, like I said, this is a collaborative effort. Some angel investors are listed here, guys. Won't really get into those names, but what I want to really show you is the information that I discovered in their light paper, because this is what convinced me to change my original thinking on third-party staking platforms. Because guys, I'll admit to you, when you guys first told me about it, and it wasn't an app or connected to an exchange or something that is exclusively in the HBAR ecosystem, I was a bit hesitant. All right, because I have had some not so positive experiences with third-party staking platforms, third-party cloud miners, so forth and so on. I've been in this business for a minute, guys, and I've tried everything. All right, and I can tell you, I've never had a positive experience staking or storing any of my assets on a website strictly. All right, now that all of that is still new and things are changing, which is what brings us to Stader Labs white paper and their executive summary. This is what makes Stader Labs stand out to me the most. Okay, now they right away provide some information on proof of stake coins, and they also highlight three major issues. And this is something that I haven't seen before. All right, now they start by stating the market capitalization of proof of stake coins sits at 325 billion. In comparison to proof of work, proof of stake has numerous advantages which position it to grow manifold. Across POS blockchains, there are three main stakeholder challenges. Okay. Number one, POS networks face stake centralization issues. This pretty much means that too many people can control a disproportionate amount of whichever network is being staked on. Number two, delegators face complexity surrounding discovery and stake management. That's real simple. It's hard to find places where you can stake assets that are trustworthy. All right. That is why when I discovered Vault, I was just all about it and have been ever since, because I have not had any issues. All right. We've been going on a year working with Vault, have not had any issues. But number three is node operators. Okay. They struggle to get the right visibility and delegations. So this is just basically solving the issue of, if you're a node operator and you want to keep your data and your analytics and your information all together and have it accurate, that is sometimes hard to do because of how much the market moves. What's the volatility? I just forgot that word. Volatility, so forth and so on, all these other factors. Okay. What Stader Labs looks to do, and this is what really pulled me in. They state that Stader is building the key staking middleware infrastructure layer for multiple POS networks that will power the above staking related opportunities while solving the key challenges. We are taking an extremely modular approach to building our contracts so third parties can leverage our components to build several staking solutions on top of it. Okay. In the short term, Stader is building native staking smart contracts across multiple chains, including Terra, Solana, and others, and building an ecosystem to grow and develop solutions like Yearn Finance style farming with rewards, launch pads, gaming with rewards, liquid staking, and so much more. In the long term, Stader is focusing on unlocking the platform approach and nurturing third parties to develop several staking related applications on top of the Stader infrastructure. Now, all of that information simply means this: Stader is a staking as a service platform. All right. Their main focus is strictly just to develop the tools that you need as a blockchain creator to put your token into an infrastructure that will allow people to stake and delegate, so forth and so on. Now, this calls to mind two things. One, a couple days ago, we just covered a Digibyte story where their Digibytes Alliance out in Wyoming, they are pushing forth an initiative to complete the Rosetta API implementation onto the Digibyte blockchain. The Rosetta API implementation is a streamlined version of programming that developers can use no matter what their previous experience is, whether they're in C++, JavaScript, Python, so forth and so on. They can come and use Rosetta APIs, and what Rosetta acts as a library with all of those programming languages in one place. All right, that makes them interoperable. That is going to be insanely massive for the Digibyte blockchain. But what that is an indicator of a trend, because there's another token, and I'll have a review about this token coming out this weekend. It's called Anchor. Okay. Anchor specializes in creating APIs and something called RPCs that also work for developers that allow them to just bring whatever experience they have, whatever coding prowess that they possess, and build within that network. What Stader Labs is doing is the exact same thing, strictly for staking. All right. So this has several implications to it. All right. And when it comes to how this will affect HBAR, well, in the short term, it may not shake anything. Okay, because we've been waiting for HBAR staking ever since they made the announcement in their annual that birthday live stream that we saw last year. Okay, we've been waiting on that. The native HBAR staking is still Q3, I believe, later this year. This is just a prerequisite to that. All right, you can tell by the price behavior that if this was native HBAR staking, it would have sent us to the moon. We would have been sitting back at 45, 50 cents again. But because this is a third-party solution in which people can use to stake Hedera, I don't think we'll see a direct effect on price in the short term. Long term, however, Stader Labs is going to be the first to do this. And I have respect for Stader Labs because they're focusing on the proof of stake transition. We already know that at some point in the future, hopefully, Ethereum 2.0 is going to move to proof of stake. That is ushering in a trend. There are some members of the Bitcoin community that are trying to get Bitcoin to be proof of stake. Okay. Proof of stake is going to be the new thing. And it's mainly because with staking, it allows you to have more governance capabilities. So many more incentives come with being able to stake and validate on the blockchain. It is also crucial to the infrastructure and the development of any chain because you need node operators and you need people to validate your network. That's what staking allows for. So what Stader Labs is looking to do is very big. As far as how it affects Hedera hash graph, not so much right now. Okay. Now, another thing that I did learn after watching Mr. Chase's video is that the APY, unlike Terra, where you're getting 7.5, almost 8, for H bar, it's only at 4%. And then here's another thing that he mentioned in the video that I did not like. Okay. I won't throw this as a red flag, but it's something you should be cautious about. When you stake your H bar on Stader, there is a lock period, and that lock period, it hasn't been defined yet, meaning that we won't know until they let us know when we can pull our H bar off. Okay. And then they only let you stake maximum of 1,000 H bar. All right. So what we're in is the experimentation phase. Clearly, this is still stage 1. They're saying that the unlock period will be closer to when Stader itself makes its next level upgrade. Depending on how you feel about that, you can take that information and then make your own educated decision on it. Me personally, I'm keeping my H bar where it is for now, because I know that native H bar staking is later down the road. Okay, so that's all I got for you though in this episode, guys. Just wanted to chop it up with you about Stader Labs. Very big for the Hedera ecosystem. It really caused some attention, but once you really get down to the nitty gritty of it, guys, this isn't it yet. Okay, just not yet. This is good. This is good. I would definitely say give it a look, give it a gander, put a few H bar in there if you choose, but just remember, you won't get that H bar back until Stader Labs upgrades to 2.0. So don't know how long that'll be. However, we know this is the long game, so we have that. But as far as staking your H bar safely, I would still wait until native staking comes to the network. So that's my opinion, guys. With all that being said, I'm gonna let you go. If you found value in this episode, of course, you know what to do. Hit that like button for all the H bar holders worldwide. And if you would like more information on Hedera Hashgraph, you're in the right place, guys. I got a couple videos for you right here that'll tell you everything you need to know about why I'm buying H bar and the technology behind it. So while you're watching that, guys, I want you to have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, if that money is digital, so is the hustle. I'll see y'all in the next one.